That felt weird. Yeah. Okay, sinking. Sinking in 3, 2, 1. I think you did the last one. Should I start? Hello, and welcome to another episode of Seattle to Unknown. I'm Sarah. And this is a Quaranteeny episode. I was going to go for the search for Curly's gold. City Slickers. Yeah, someone said something about Curly's gold on Twitter the other day, and I was like, oh, another sequel we can reference. But apparently that did not work very well. Rise of Skywalker? Is that the third Star Wars? Quaranteeny 3, Rise of Skywalker. Quaranteeny 3, Return of the King. Huh? What did you say? Yeah, mine either. Exactly. I have what in Germany is called a Radler, but in the US I think is called a Shandy. It's beer lemonade. Not like hard lemonade, but beer with lemonade. Radler? Yes, you have. Yes, they do. But I have a new bottle. It's new. It's really cute, but it's not quite the right shape. That took way more effort than a bottle opener should require. Like, open! So yeah, it's open now. Don't worry. I had a beer mustache. Don't laugh at me. Okay. What's your cocktail, dork? Bubbly. Ooh. I feel like your cat knows where the camera is and she intentionally sits just inside the frame. I don't think she can hear me. So, as you may have gathered from the description, what Melinda said up top is that we're going to do another sort of shorter episode, but this one is Slumber Party style, where we drink and do online travel quizzes. So to start off, I found a quiz on BuzzFeed called Plan Your Ultimate Getaway and We'll Reveal Your Emotional Age. So, we're just gonna quiz Melinda real quick and see her emotional age. Well, I can't run this simultaneously, so we're just doing you. If you want to pull up another quiz to quiz me afterwards, go for it. Okay, step 1, pick a place. New York City, Machu Picchu, Bangkok, or Florence. Next, who will you be traveling with? 1, I'll be traveling solo. 2, with my best friend. 3, with my hashtag squad. 4, with my significant other, of course. Emotional age, 0. No. I was just, based on your answer, I could already tell you. Pick one. Okay. What is the general focus of your vacation? Sightseeing gorgeous historical sites, all of the food, hiking, snorkeling, and other activities, or okay, well the last one is meeting new people wherever I go, and I know that's not it. Okay. What would you like to snack on? Something savory, something sweet, whatever packaged snack is popular in that country, or something that'll pair well with an alcoholic drink. Pick one. Okay. It's a picture of apple chips, which feels like not a popular snack. Well, this next one is visual. What are you more likely to Instagram? Okay, picture 1 is bananas on a stick, but they're coated in chocolate in pastel colors and look very phallic. Right. I'm giving the full effect and building up to the fact they look like dicks. The next one is La Sagrada Familia. The next one is a sunset with palm trees. And the last one is like a jungle scene, very lush and green. So Dick's Church, sunset, or jungle. Yeah, I kind of figured. Next question. What do you want to do on your last night? Relax at a well-known thermal bath, pub crawl, go to a live music show, or people watch at an iconic cafe? Okay. Which photo makes you think goals? Goals here is in all caps. Is that one of your goals? Okay, picture 1 is a artsy photo of someone eating a pizza and like pouring chili oil on top. The next one appears to be Japanese women in traditional garments walking away from you, like off into the horizon. The next is a windswept vista. That's the word I'm looking for. The only word that came to mind was virus, and that is not what it is. I think that's exactly the issue. It is windswept. And the last photo is someone riding the teacups ride at Disneyland while wearing mouse ears. Okay. What souvenir can you not leave without? An antique decor piece that you haggled for at the local market. I already know which one you're going to pick. A handmade keychain you wouldn't be able to find in any airport store. Further explanation, the picture they used are tiny felt llama keychains. Some rare spices you'll use to recreate the dishes you had while traveling. Or maybe some postcards, IDK, whatever I find at the last minute. Nailed it. Okay, here are your results. You got 18 to 27. What a wide bracket. You're grown enough to have experienced the highs of late night thrills and lustful courtship. Whoa. But still young enough to know... Yep, exactly. But still young enough to know there's still so much life to be lived out there. You sometimes act like a grown-up, but often let your curiosity guide your decisions. What have you got to lose, anyway? Okay, let me do it really quickly. Give me 2 seconds. Play some hold music. Oh, do you have an update? You give us your update while I take the quiz. Ooh. I took the quiz, and while I did have a few different answers than you did, I got the same results. Sorry. Okay, let me find another quiz for us. You can't link on Instagram. Yeah, and we've already got links in our thing. Oh, I found the quiz for us. No. This is your favorite topic in the whole wide world. Close. Plan a cruise and we'll tell you where you'll meet your soulmate. The problem with these BuzzFeed quizzes is that the questions are all in images. It's not like text. It's an image. So you have to wait until all the images load so you can actually see what the questions are. That's fine. Question 1. Pick your first destination. Copenhagen, Cancun, Barcelona, Venice, Prague, or Berlin. Pick your second destination. All completely realistic destinations to go to directly after Copenhagen. Tokyo, Rio de Janeiro, St. Petersburg, Florida, Paris, Stockholm, or London. The natural next step, of course. Pick your third destination. New York City, Madrid, Singapore, Melbourne, Cape Town, or Lisbon? Me too, actually. Pick your pick your fourth destination. Tallinn, Estonia, Brussels, Puerto Rico, Budapest, Rome, or Helsinki. Yes, it is. After this, I think we should make a list. Like, never mind. Pick your fifth destination. Hawaii, Amsterdam, Bahamas, Chicago, or Moscow. Oh, and Edinburgh. Okay. Okay. You need to keep this in mind. You will meet your soulmate at an amusement park. Nope, not a single thing that had a. I mean, Tokyo has a theme park. Copenhagen has a theme park. We went there. Okay. I have no idea. We don't. We don't think on the same higher level as BuzzFeed editors. So, wait, let me do mine really quickly. First destination, I'm going with Cancun because it's the only one on the list I haven't been to. Second destination, the only one I haven't been to is Rio. Third destination, I am going with Cape Town. And then Puerto Rico. Fifth destination, Bahamas. I will meet my soulmate at my apartment building / neighborhood. I absolutely will not. I live in a neighborhood with very old people. Okay. My update for the week is I am training my dog to run alongside my bike, which is the cutest. It is very hard to take a picture when you've got one hand on the handlebars, one hand on a leash, and those are all of the hands you have. Well, today on the... I live at the very end of a dead-end street, and I turned the corner and was biking back to my apartment to lock up the bike. I've got Moose's leash in my left hand, and ahead of us he sees his favorite neighbor. Like, he went nuts, stopped dead in his tracks, and nearly sent me flying. And then he went on the far side of a tree, so I had to drop the leash, because otherwise, like, we're both going to be stuck. And Moose sprinted at full speed at this neighbor. She grabbed the leash. Not that he was going to run away. He just really wanted to see her. And so I walk over to the door of our building, and she opens the door, but she's still holding on to Moose's leash. I was like, excuse me, ma'am, I have to lock up my bike, and you have my dog? And I said, oh, could you just hold him for 1 minute? I'll run over, lock the bike, and come back. And because the bike locker area is maybe like 5 yards ahead, not far at all. So I quickly lock the bike, I turn around, and she's gone. And I was like, oh, she must have just stepped inside the door. So I go inside, she's not there. Like, oh, maybe she's in the elevator? Because I could hear her, like I could hear them in the halls. So I get in the elevator, ride it to my floor, and she's not there. At that point, I realized, oh, she misunderstood. She took Moose home. Because she is Iranian and speaks a little bit of English. Oops. She speaks a little bit of English and a little bit of German, but neither, not super duper proficiently. And so I go all the way up to their floor because they're up on the top level. And there in the doorway is her husband holding Moose's leash. And he goes, "I don't know what's going on." And I go, "I don't either." And she comes running from their kitchen holding a bag of treats. And she goes, "I wanted to give him treats while he waited." I was like, "But I was going like just 5 yards or however far, not far away." But yeah, for about a minute there, I was like, "Oh my God, she stole my dog." There's treats up here. But yeah, it was very strange. The husband and I were both looking at her like, "We don't know what you just did. You just went rogue." The husband goes, "Moose is always a welcome guest. You can send him up to us whenever you like, I guess." I was like, "I didn't send him up here." Yeah, and Moose is just like, "Oh, okay, I guess I live here now." He just kind of sat down on the floor and waited for his food. It's like, dog, come on. But yeah, that's my update. Sleep, drink, shop. The experts at BuzzFeed. Bored in the house and I'm in the house bored. Bored in the house and I'm in the house bored. Come on, you need to get on the internet a little more. I'd say 3-ish. I'm biking circles with my dog. Cereal. I'm going to need you to act them out for me. Uh-huh. Okay. I like that you did like the A from YMCA for that. I'd say sweary face. I got to send some fun emails today. If I say abso-pooply, will you say it again? That one. Okay, Zoom birthdays are particularly awkward but I don't hate them. Today we had a Zoom goodbye party for one of our coworkers. It lasted all of 4 minutes, and then we all awkwardly said, "Okay, bye!" And then you could hear the whoop as everybody left. It was very awkward. Right, but at least with, like, in person, you slowly edge towards the door. You're mingling, you're chatting, but, like, you're moving towards the exit. With this, it's just an abrupt whoop. Like, oh, okay, bye. I guess we're leaving now. And suddenly there's only 4 people left in the group, and you're like, oh God, I've got to say something. Like, I can't just exit when there's just the 3 of us. What were the options again? Celebrities, that one. Oh my God, it's like being in jail, she says as her maid walks by. Hello! That one. That seems too hard. Oh, so here's the thing. What if I've already done that? Not about horses, but about cow hooves. It started like a month ago, and now I'm subscribed to the Hoof GP. I guess, because, okay, so my first YouTube thing during all of this was marble racing, which is hilarious and weirdly suspenseful. And then YouTube was like, hey, here's a video about a cow getting its hooves trimmed. I was like, meh, that looks dumb. Click. And then an hour later, I've watched 10 videos. I have a lot of time on my hands. I only work 2 hours a day. Oh my God, BuzzFeed has our number. Do you want to come over and do mine next? I'll show you some videos about cow hooves. The Hoof GP just got a new crush. Is that what he calls it? A new crush for his cows. It's the little, like, I don't know, fenced in thing that the cow walks into that closes around them so that they can't move, so he can trim their hooves without them kicking him. Yeah. He's charming and Scottish and has the best accent. Plus, he has a drone and he gets really, really incredible footage of the Highlands as he's driving between locations. It's like, oh, rolling peaceful hills where there's no other people. So yeah, let's find us another quiz, shall we? Okay, this one is called Plan a Hipster Trip, and we'll tell you where to visit next. Pick a daytime activity: hiking, visiting a temple, trying street food, biking around town, whale watching, or people watching at cafes. Pick a snack: crepes with lingonberry preserves, chocolate-topped shortbread triangles, red bean-filled fish cakes, shrimp chips, caramel wafers, or salted corn. Yeah, they don't specify, but that's what it is in the picture. Pick a scenic spot to use as your Instagram backdrop. A graffitied wall, a canal lined with cherry blossom trees, a natural geyser, a canal lined with bicycles, towering mountains overshadowed by wispy clouds, or a crystal clear beach. A graffitied wall, a canal lined with cherry blossom trees, it looks like Japan, a natural geyser, Yosemite, a canal lined with bicycles, that one's Amsterdam, towering mountains overshadowed by wispy clouds, can't tell, somewhere in the Alps, and a crystal clear beach, someplace tropical. Did you know that's how the British pronounce that? Possibly, but it... Well... Pick a dinner. Beef and French fry stir fry. Huh? Is that a thing? I mean, there's a picture, so it has to be real. It's a stir fry with, instead of noodles, it's got French fries. Next, a savory pancake. Next, a kebab wrap. Fried meatballs with mustard. Papaya salad, or codfish and tomatoes. They do all look delicious, though. Me too. I just ate, though. Pick a late night adventure. Taking a healing yoga class. Go to a sex theater. Grub on greasy drunk food at local bars. Shop the night market. Take a relaxing dip. Or go to a club and dance till late morning. Pick a travel quirk. Altitude sickness, hard to navigate roads, legalized drugs, cold climate, crowds everywhere, or shops closed on Sunday. Your next destination is Tokyo. No one is less than overwhelmed by a trip to Tokyo. That's not a good thing. And that's because almost every cultural experience here strays from the norm. From the award-winning seafood dishes to the architectural mix of modern and super traditional to a stroll down a grungy, bar-lined alley, you'll find more than enough eye-opening experiences to brag about back home. I don't think they know what overwhelmed means. Sounds awful. Did you know, have you ever heard of, God, what is it called? I think it's called like the Parisian disease? What is it called? Disorder caused by visiting Paris. Paris syndrome. To the Wikipedia. It's loading. Paris syndrome is a condition exhibited by some individuals when visiting or going on a vacation to Paris as a result of extreme shock at discovering that Paris is different from their expectations. The syndrome is characterized by a number of psychiatric symptoms such as acute delusional states, hallucinations, feelings of persecution, perceptions of being a victim of prejudice, aggression, or hostility from others, derealization, depersonalization, anxiety, and also psychosomatic manifestations of dizziness, tachycardia, sweating, and others such as vomiting. Similar syndromes include Jerusalem syndrome and Stendhal syndrome. The condition is commonly viewed as a severe form of culture shock. It is particularly noted among Japanese travelers. It is not listed as a recognized condition in the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders. Yeah. Apparently, it was coined in the 80s after a Japanese psychiatrist working in a hospital in France was visited by a string of Japanese patients who came in suffering these various different mental conditions because they arrived in Paris and were shocked that it was not what they had anticipated. It's not what it's depicted. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, and that's the thing is it is a caricature of itself, or it's presented as a caricature of itself. It says, yeah, it says in the time he was a doctor in Paris, he treated 63 Japanese patients who had this experience. Yeah. But isn't that fascinating? Like, that is a level of culture shock I have never known. Okay, let me quickly do the quiz and I can tell you what my next destination will be. Daytime activity, hiking. Pick a snack, stroopwafels. Um, Pick a scenic spot for my Instagram backdrop, a canal lined with cherry blossom trees. Pick a dinner. Hey, why not? Beef and French fry stir fry. Why? Why the hell not? Late night adventure. Grub on greasy drunk foods. Travel quirk. In honor of Dublin, hard to navigate roads. I also got Tokyo. I picked entirely different things except for hiking. I don't think that's the phrase. Do you have a next quiz? Two years ago? I mean, eventually, probably. But, not in the near future. We're not going anywhere in the near future. I get excited when I can bike to the grocery store. Ooh, I've got one. Okay, this isn't so much a quiz as it is where you pick your preference and you get to see how everyone else responded to see if you're normal or not. The title is, Do You Travel Like Everyone Else? Question 1. Hot country or cold? %76% agreed with you. Where would you rather sit on the plane? Window, aisle, or middle seat, like a madman? 24% agreed with you. 75% said window. And 1% likes the middle seat like a madman. I think they're just being contrarian. Nobody likes the middle seat. Okay, what is worse when packing? Overpacking and having to pay ridiculous fees for heavy baggage, or underpacking and forgetting something you need? Well, it says which is worse. You think underpacking is worse? Okay. I was going to say, I feel like I know that. Shockingly, 42% say overpacking is worse, and 58% says underpacking is worse. Okay, what would you rather do on a holiday? Relax by the beach, go out and explore, or drink heavily? Relax at the beach, go out and explore, or drink heavily. Those are 3 options. 71% agrees. 3% drinks heavily, with 6,677 votes. I feel like that's a lie. It's more than 3%. Okay, where would you rather visit? A big, vibrant city or somewhere in the beautiful countryside? %42 agrees with you. On the day of your holiday, which are you more likely to be? Running late or unnecessarily early? Yes, we do. 74% agree. Do you bother to get your close ones souvenirs when you go abroad? Yes or no? %36% agree with you. 64% are liars. Should you drink in the airport even if it's in the morning? Obviously, or no thank you. 32% said obviously, 68% said no thank you. There's a good chunk of those who are also liars. Would you rather visit somewhere English speaking? Yes, it is so much easier and there's still lots to see. Or no, I like the challenge of getting around in a foreign language. 48% said no. Here's your favorite question. Is a cruise a good holiday? Absolutely. Or being stuck in a boat sounds like my nightmare. 52% agree. How much should you sleep on holiday? You should get up early to see as much as possible, or you should sleep as much as you want. You're on holiday. 58% agree with you. Should you eat only local foods or find stuff you're familiar with? Try all the local stuff even if you don't know what it is, or stick to foods you know. 85% agree with you. That's the most unanimous so far. What's the worst thing that can happen while traveling? Ugh, I have a drawer open and Moose just walked through it. Moose, come here. Come on, up. There you go. Okay, what's the worst thing that can happen while traveling? Missing your flight, getting sick or injured, or losing your bags? One. Yeah, the other ones are whatever. Tip: if you have travel insurance, none of these are a big deal. Well, yeah, I mean... How many people is it best to travel with? 1 person, 2 people, a big group, or nobody but me? There's no one to do. 40% agreed. 43% said 2 people. 12% said a big group. And 5% said nobody but me. Yeah, no. I'd say anything between alone to 2 is good. After that, it gets a little chaotic. Is it better to take lots of short holidays or one big long one? Lots of little holidays, seen as many places as possible, or one long one so you can really get to know a place? I don't know. I think it depends on where you're from and what your work allows. Moose, no honey. Which one? Okay. 36% agree with you. 64% said lots of little holidays. Okay. Which accommodation would you prefer? Hotel, Airbnb, or staying with someone I know? Agreed. 69% agree with you. Okay, that was the end of that quiz. And the top comment on it is, who the fuck chose the middle seat? Okay. Uh-oh. Cartoon crush? I mean, it's the fox from Robin Hood. Come on. Positive. Tuxedo mask is option 2. Pineapple. Basil. I don't know. Spinach. I take it these aren't labeled? Tacos. I can get sushi here. I can't get good tacos. You are terrible at this. Do you want to show me these images? Ramen. Wine. Sunday. I'm not 20, so no. Oh, okay. Well, that was something. Rude. No, I did. I had the crush on Tuxedo Mask. Yeah, by a lot. Is this right around the time your mom would come pick you up? My mom says that if I'm ever uncomfortable, I can just call her and she'll come get me. Is that a thing I've said at a slumber party? Absolutely. Oh, I meant it. Yeah, there was a girl at school who invited me to her slumber party knowing that we'd play Truth or Dare and she could make me do terrible things. And I was like, peace out, I'm out of here. Because when I said truth, it got bad fast. I was like, this is not the game for me. I'm done. Oh yeah, and it was stuff like, go upstairs and show my dad your boobies. I was like, I'm done. Yeah. Yeah. Fifth or sixth? Yeah. So yeah, I was like, my mom's gonna come get me. Peace. Oh, that's still to be seen. We've got at least a couple minutes left. Mom, Melinda's making me uncomfortable. I don't have a crush on that character from that cartoon that I've never seen. I don't. No, it doesn't mean that you get him. That was so weirdly specific. Although it was not horses, it's definitely cows. And they're so cute. Probably. It really is. No, that was fun. I mean, it's sort of like the Ouija board version of a quiz because there has to be ghosts involved somehow. Otherwise, how did they know? Did we just summon a demon? BuzzFeed BuzzFeed does kind of sound like the name of a demon. BuzzFeed has risen from the depths. to collect our clicks. Turn off the light, girls. So, when the lights go out, which one of us is going to go get the bowl of water to put the other one's hand in? Mine were. I went to a slumber party where a girl got out a knife and was like, let's do that thing where you, like, poke the knife really quickly through your fingers. It's like, let's not do that. That does not seem like fun to me. No. And stupid. Okay, then. I think that just about wraps up this episode. Yeah, go. If you Google BuzzFeed travel quizzes, there's an article called 18 Best Travel Quizzes, and that's where I got mine from. Well, that'll give you like 10 million results. So good luck going through all of them. That will keep you busy through the whole quarantine. A quiz an hour for the rest of the quarantine, and you will still have some left over when you're done with the quarantine. Don't tempt me. Theoretically. If not, it's true. So, go find out which cartoon character you have a crush on. But do it by taking the quiz. Don't just Google hot cartoon characters, because that's just a can of worms you don't want to open. All the time. Regularly. Her mom has to come pick her up. Bye!